Ballet is announcing its fusion of favorites. It's a unique and highly anticipated performance set to really take place at the Pieter Toerien Theatre and Studio in Monte, and it's all happening from this month, where the spectacular show offers audiences an exclusive preview of the extraordinary ballet, Mzansi Ballet, which will present at the Mzansi Ballet and Ticino Sound Festival. That's happening in Switzerland the following month as well. Now, this production, it also highlights the incredible diversity of the company's repertoire, blending classical masterpieces with innovative new choreography. But to chat a little bit more, we're going to be joined here in studio by Dirk Badenhorst, the Mzansi Ballet director, and Unathi, Nkuta, who is a ballerina. Good morning to the both of you. Welcome and thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Dirk, let me start with you. The importance of global collaborations and really what's coming to the fore through this exciting endeavor. Unpack that a little bit further for us.
So the production has a new work by Vincent Mansu called Songs of Khuduro, which means Exodus. It has two new pieces by Angela Reevy, a duet to the music of Debussy's Clair de Luna called Solace, and a piece of Beethoven Fifth Piano Concerto Second Movement called called Echoes. And it really is bringing together these incredible choreographers with wonderful pieces, but it's then taking it abroad and being able to benchmark ourselves and to showcase our talent. Because from this festival already, Vincent Mansu has now been asked to work with 80 kids from more than 20 countries while we are there. Wow. So that's the kind of exposure that we want. That's the kind of connecting and networking that we want. And the same will happen with Angela when she gets there. And that is how we are able to then showcase our young dancers like Unathi, our prima ballerina like Angela, and all the dancers in between, but bringing also into the festival music and other forms of dance. We have Pansula dance coming with us, the two dancers from the Feindel Pansula dance group from Alexandra. We have flamenco dancers from South Africa, flamenco dancers from Spain. That's part of our Carmen that is going. So it really, really is great that this show, the Fusion of Favorite, which is really a mixture of what it was, we're seeing some photographs of the Gold Rhino. We are doing the Gold Rhino there. We are doing bits of Carmen and Swan Lake in it. And that is really a wonderful way for South African audience to come to the Pieter Toerien Theatre between the 18th and the 27th of June and see these pieces. These are pieces that are now good enough according to the world. We know that they are good enough, but it's only when people see that we are good enough to do it on the world stages that they are thinking that we are good enough to do it on South African stages. And so really, really buy your tickets at Web Tickets, get to the theatre and really come and enjoy it.
Dirk, thank you. Thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for also giving us that exclusive preview as well, because Unathi, you're part of this, and I mean, we've heard what Dirk has now shared, how we're faring against the global stage. What does this mean for you as a ballerina? What do you think this also means for the new generation coming into the ballet fraternity?
I feel like for the new generation, this is amazing because Dirk's giving people a lot of opportunities and everyone can just get on stage. They can do different styles, Spanish, ballet, flamenco, and I feel like it's amazing. And for me, I feel that being on a global stage is an amazing opportunity, and I'm just very excited to perform.
For those of us who don't know what goes into the work behind the scenes, it's long hours, it's grueling, it really is giving of yourself. What is your daily routine like, just to prepare for this?
My daily routine is just waking up, brushing my teeth, eating a good breakfast, going to school, and then after school I usually go to my ballet classes with my Cuban teacher, and I do a 2-hour, 1.5-hour ballet class, and I get home very tired and strained, and I just get into a hot bath as soon as possible. But rehearsals are long, it's tough, but we just have to push because we know we're going to be performing in Switzerland, and that's just the reward we're going to get. Yeah,
absolutely. And also just being honed holistically as an individual. And I think this is also part of your passion and legacy project, Dirk, through all of this. The individual that's going to be forever changed through this. Tell us a little bit more about that as well.
Absolutely. So Unathi makes it sound a little bit less than what it is, because she's at the moment working on the Fusion of Favorites that's going to be performed here.
Yes.
She's preparing for the South African International Ballet Competition in Cape Town in July. She's preparing for Switzerland. And we are running a production of The Nutcracker with our junior company and with our principal dancers from the company. So more than 100 dancers coming on stage, all of them coming together, and they have to find time in the amount of hours with their Cuban teacher, with their Mexican teacher, with their South African teacher, all on a Saturday, like today. When we finish here, we go straight to the studio, and they start preparing for their solos and their rehearsals for that, getting the technique right, getting that aspect of ballet right, because that's one of the things. Once you get the basic bottom building block in place with your class and your technique, then the solo for the competition, you're dancing in the Nutcracker, you're dancing in Fusion and Favorite, you're going overseas, you're networking with the world, suddenly is based in something that makes you so comfortable and secure in who you are. And that's what I want. It's the discipline that we impart, you know. That I think is such an important part of who dancers are. So that's why dancers are super employable, whether they become ballet dancers on stage, or whether they can work in finance, or whether they become medical practitioners. We have so many dancers that became medical practitioners. And so often dancers are misjudged because they don't speak up often, because in ballet you listen to what it is that you are being told first. Then the new generation, I love the new generation, and we really encourage them to actually get to that point where they can start saying, hey, hang on, what is it that you are talking about? Why are you making me do this? But I'm also loving hearing that she's talking about a healthy diet, great planning, and we must never forget that this is all part of a system. There has to be a carer that takes them, that feeds them, that loves them. There has to be the teachers that train them. There has to be the stage. And then ultimately, there has to be the talent. Yes. Because without the talent, nothing can happen. But without any of the three pillars, you cannot move forward. And I think that is really why all the work that we do, from Reshomile School in Diepsloot, right to what we are doing right now with these incredibly beautiful dancers, is just incredible.
Is it fair to ask you what's your favorite piece to perform?
My favorite piece to perform personally is the Golden Rhino of Mapumbukwe.
Okay.
I feel like it's very epic, and I just love the music, especially the costumes are beautiful, the stages are so big. We performed in Bloemfontein in March, and that was my first time performing it, and I just had an amazing time.
Yeah, and it's you got so much history involved, obviously, with our story. Thank you, Dirk. Thank you, Unathi, for joining us. Dirk Badenhorst, Mzansi Ballet director, and of course Unathi Nkuta, Ballerina, chatting to us about the ballet fusion of favorites. It promises to be an unforgettable experience, of course, showcasing the company's innovation as well as artistic excellence. Again, and we're wishing them all the best of luck as they continue to represent us and fly the flag high.